Hello everyone, my name is ClickFlow and welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Thrive Guide. I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a pretty good one, and as you can see we're starting off here back at the original storage system industrial center building, and we've done a little bit of work on the castle. So now the castle wall wraps pretty much all the way around. We're working on that westernmost gate over there, and then we'll finish wrapping the castle wall around this way to finish off with the northern gate, and then the wall will pretty much be done where I would like it to be, and then we can start working a lot more on the interior of these buildings and such. But that is not something that I want to talk about too much right now. What I do want to talk about is what I got for Christmas. Because the day before Christmas, on Christmas Eve, you guys got me the best present I could have asked for. We broke 50 subscribers. Woohoo! That is so awesome. I'm super excited, and I can't thank you guys enough. You guys are really just the greatest. I couldn't have done this without you, obviously. And I know 50 subscribers doesn't sound like too much, but everybody starts somewhere, and you guys are helping me out, making this channel as awesome as it is. So thank you so much for your support, for subscribing, for commenting, liking the videos, being part of the streams and such. You guys have made all the difference. If you're watching this and you're not subscribed, or you're new to the channel, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for some more content. It really does help out the channel, and it really does help make the content available to everybody. But yeah, so thank you so much for that. I honestly cannot thank you guys enough for everything that you guys have done for me. Anyway, in this episode though, however, we are going to take a break from the castle. We've been doing a lot of work around here, and I want to continue doing as much work as possible to try and get this castle ship shape and ready to roll. But we're going to spend a little bit of time in this episode in the Nether, because there is something that we discovered in a previous live stream that I want to go take a closer look at, and that is called a Piglin Bastion. A Piglin Bastion is a generated structure of the world that is a brand new structure. They just added it in the 1.16 update, the Nether update, and it is where you can find a lot of different loot. There are lots of different piglins, all kinds of different stuff. Really good early game loot if you're into that. And they also, a certain type of the Piglin Bastion will have a new type of mob spawner, a magma cube spawner. So that is super cool, and I want to take a look into that and show you guys what it takes to raid a Piglin Bastion, and some of the tips and tricks that I have for raiding Piglin Bastions without running into too much trouble, because they are quite the troublesome structure to raid. The first couple of things that I recommend bringing when you're preparing for your trip is, number one, I would recommend bringing some hoppers. Now that is kind of an interesting choice. The main reason for that is piglins are aggroed on you when the player opens up something with an inventory, like a chest or a hopper minecart, or chest minecart or something like that. So whenever, like, if there is a loot chest in there and you open it up, even if it's your own shulker box or chest, all the piglins in the surrounding area will be aggroed on you and will try and murder your face. So an easy trick, an easy way around that is to dig underneath the chest and to slap down a hopper. All of the contents from the chest will then be pulled into the hopper inventory, and the piglins will not recognize the inventory of the hopper as a treasure inventory, so they will not get aggro on the player. So I would recommend bringing some hoppers. The other thing I would recommend is, if we can find the wood chest over here, taking a couple of boats, probably 4 or 5 boats. You might think that's a little weird because the Nether doesn't have any water in it, But if you recall from previous episodes, if you place down a boat and a mob walks into it, they will enter the boat and be stuck, and so they won't be able to move outside of the boat. So that is what we want to have happen. There is a special type of piglin that is only generated with the structure of Piglin Bastions, and that is the Pigelin Brute. And they are savage piglins, basically. They do not care what you're wearing. They will always aggro on the player, and they will not be distracted by you placing gold on the floor or anything like that. Their sole purpose in life is to murder the player's face. So make sure to bring a boat around so that if a Piglin Brute walks up, you can slap a boat down, get him stuck in that, and then you can attack him at will. Or if you are like me, you can save a couple of Piglin Brutes. Because again, Piglin Brutes only generate with the Piglin Bastion structure. They can be found nowhere else in the entire world. So having a Piglin Brute, if you were like me, you might want to make like a museum in the fullness of time or something like that. And being able to showcase the Piglin Brute would be kind of a fun flex. So I'm going to save a few of the Piglin Brutes. So I'm going to grab a couple of things, some hoppers, get things ready to go, and I'll get a couple more boats, and then I will meet you guys in the Nether so we can go look for our Piglin Bastion. Alright, so we are here in the Nether, as you can see, obviously. Oops, I just aggroed that Enderman. He's going to be mad at me. Excuse you. I'm trying to record a video here. Excuse you. Okay, well that guy's finally out of the way. We are here in the Nether, and if you've been part of any of my previous live streams, we've been spending a lot of time off in that direction, because that is where the closest basalt delta is, and we've been stripping that clean of blackstone. And we have, of course, our piglin bartering farm over there, and then our netherite farm down there. But in a previous live stream, we just went exploring for a little bit in the Nether, and we found that just off in this area there is a Piglin Bastion, which is an interesting type of structure. If we can come and find it, here it is. Perfect. Let me land safely over here. So this right here is our first look at a Piglin Bastion, and I believe this is what's called a treasure room bastion. So there's a lot more loot in this type of bastion, so lots of exciting things, but we are going to have to be a little wary on how we attack this. So I'm going to actually try and fly up to the top. Hopefully I don't die. Nailed it. Okay, now we have to make sure that we are okay. Make sure that no piglins are up here or anything. And I recommend starting at the very top of one of these bastions and then working your way down to ground zero. And the main reason for that is flying. The next thing I'm going to do, so there's a couple of things you could do. You could either keep your elytra on and sacrifice the extra armor damage just for some ability to fly out quickly, or you can delve into your extra chest shulker box and get your chest plate for some extra armor damage. I think I'm going to leave my elytra on so I can make a quick escape. Hopefully that won't be a bad choice, a bad decision. And I'm going to keep a boat on my hotbar. The other thing we're going to want is a fair bit of blocks. So I'm going to, I don't have too much on me right now, I'm just going to grab some oak planks. For some blocks, we might end up getting some more netherrack or something later, but having some blocks on your hotbar is always a good idea, as well as your bow, sword, and some boats. I'm going to keep the boat handy as we delve into the structure. See, there are some gold blocks there, definitely worth taking a look at, but of course piglins will aggro you if you take their gold. So let's come down here. You can see it starts looping around into the corridor below. I can hear some piglins in the distance. There is one of those Piglin Brutes. Perfect, we got him trapped just like that. You can see he is very keen on destroying me. I'm gonna not tangle with him. I'm gonna go around. Oh, we got another Piglin in there too. And just to be safe, I'm gonna get another boat on my hotbar, and I'm gonna come around here so that we can access this little room over here. So this is our first loot room. So I'm going to take some blocks and block myself in so that none of the other piglins can get to us, because we don't want any surprises while we're in here stealing their loot. If you block yourself in like this and nothing can come and get you, then you shouldn't have to worry about opening the chests. So like we could just open the chest right now. Or if we wanted to, we can grab one of these hoppers, dig underneath the chest, and then slap down a hopper. If we activate the hopper, you see the piglins don't get mad, but we start getting access to all of the loot here. So you can see that there was a couple pieces of obsidian, some arrows, some chains, don't mind if I do, and then some soul speed boots and some gold boots like that. And then we can take this hopper out from under there, and no harm done. Nobody's mad at us. You do have to be careful though, because sometimes these chests will generate on top of gilded blackstone, which will have a similar effect. If you break those, the piglins will definitely come after you. So have to be a little bit careful about that. But see, we're getting some pretty good loot from there. That's pretty good. I'm liking that. So I have to be careful coming out from this. We don't want to catch another Piglin Brute unaware. Perfect. I feel like that went pretty well. Well, I'm going to go through and look at some of the other structures down below. We'll keep this handy. Did I get the other hopper from here? Looks like I did not. Let's make sure to grab that. I'm going to keep going down to the depths of this, catch a few more Piglin Brutes, as well as see what other rooms are available, and I'll bring you guys back in when something exciting happens. Alright, so we're at this little bridge. Now this bridge will go over, this kind of ruined bridge will go over to the actual treasure room of the bastion, while there is a staircase that does lead further down into the structure. This right here is just a piglin. Cool, it's not going to try and kill me. Anyway, we can always go explore that a little bit later. There generally isn't as much loot in the depths of these towers. There's just like a couple of those chests there. The real loot that we want is going to be inside the treasure room. So I'm going to come across here ever so carefully, making sure not to fall in the rafters. And then we're going to have to be careful rounding this corner, because there will be more Piglin Brutes somewhere around here. We can take a peek over the edge, and as you can see, that is the treasure room with a couple Piglin Brutes down there patrolling. But down there is a magma cube spawner as well as a bunch of treasure, so we're going to have to be careful of how we go about looting that. These are kind of a little bit dangerous to traverse, because there's a lot of these like broken stairs and broken floorboards and stuff that you can fall through. But occasionally you can find these rundown staircases that bring you lower into the structure. So let's just kind of ease our way over across these ramparts. And we also have our elytra and our fireworks on the hotbar in case we get into a sticky situation. We can always run out. But I think we made it across to the other end. Definitely want the shield ready for this guy. Okay, awesome. We're doing pretty good so far. Haven't run into too much trouble. I'm always a little nervous doing these adventuring type things because I'm not really used to all the adventure that comes with those guys. There's 2 Piglin Brutes over there, 1 down there. I think there might actually be 2 down there. So a lot of baddies that are ready to jump at us when they're ready. And here's another loot chest over here. Maybe we can quickly block ourselves off with some wood. Actually, I'm going to just take the hoppers out of the hotbar. Just like that. Looks like there's a Piglin Brute right over there. I'll come back for him in a second. I just want to be wary of everybody that's around me. Oh, I just walked into that. That's interesting. Okay. Okay, now that we have that, we can break those couple of blocks and then slap a hopper down there. And then we can access that hopper without anybody getting mad. Perfect. I love those chains. I want those chains. Crying obsidian. Yeah, I think I could do that. And then magma cream. I'm not super into magma cream. We've got a lot of that coming from other sources. The armor I might discard later. We'll see how things go. We can take that hopper back. And then get some blocks on the hotbar again. And get this boat ready, because this Piglin Brute is going to want to tango. Here he is. Here he is. Let's see if he aggroes. Here he is. Here he is. And then right there. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Oh, there's another one right down there. Let's grab another boat. We might even have to craft some more boats. Awesome. Okay. Whew. There's a brute right there. Perfect. Yeah, I got 2 more boats here. Hopefully we're not going to get run out. But we always brought some more wood, so in case we need to, we can craft some more. Ooh, but these Piglin Brutes sure do a lot of damage. I don't know if I want to show how much damage they do, but they do a lot. But it's good that we're just kind of trapping these guys along, not aggroing all of the piglins, because the brutes we can handle with boats, but all of the piglins we will get overwhelmed very quickly. Let's fly down to this next level and try and take care of that brute over there. Hello. He hasn't seen us quite yet. There he is. Awesome. Got 1 more boat here. There's a brute down there. Hopefully we don't get into too sticky of a situation. Yeah, there's 2 more piglins. I think that one's not trapped, actually. 3 more Piglin Brutes. Quite a bit, actually. Let's go over here really quick and make a crafting table. Ooh, that guy might come over to play. If we could get 2 Piglin Brutes in the same boat, that actually might be kind of nice. But I'm going to come over here, hurry, and make a crafting table. And then place that down so we can make a couple more boats. Okay, we've got a couple more boats up our sleeve. We can always come back and craft some more if needed. Let's come around this corner and see. Ooh, I just about fell down. Okay, not a problem. Come around and see this. There is this interesting like furnace looking structure here. Kind of fun. I really like the detail that they put into these buildings and structures. Really fantastic job. A+. Lot of really great detail. Okay, here's another brute. Let's see if we can't get him Lure him over. Perfect. I want the boat. There we go. So I have 2 more boats with me. Let's see if we can't get down to this main bridge over here. Looks like there are 2 brutes hanging out right there. 3 brutes hanging out. What we could do, oh, if we attack him, he's not going to be very happy with us, and the other piglins will be aggroed against us as well. Or we can just make him jump into lava. You do see, though, that this magma cube spawner is starting to activate because we are in range, and we're getting quite a bit of magma cubes coming after us. Let's see what other kind of blocks we have. It's cracked bricks. Oh, looks like one of the other brutes wandered into a boat. Not to worry. Okay, this guy's gonna want to aggro on us, and then we can slap that boat down there. Yes, okay, perfect. I think that might be all of the brutes. There might be one more brute down in the treasure room where all the gold and stuff is. But I think that's pretty much everything. We're gonna need a lot more blocks though, so I'm gonna take a little bit of time and gather up some of these blocks. Okay, so we have a fair bit of blocks there in our hotbar and stuff. Let's see if we can't fly down to this room right here, this bridge right here, and the magma cube spawner is just underneath us right now. So there's lots of magma cubes starting to spawn and stuff. We can try and take a bunch of them out with the bow and arrow, at least get them down to the smaller size so they're not as deadly. Okay, let's see what happens if we break down. That way we would fall into lava. Right there is the spot. And there's a Piglin Brute right down there. Let's see if we can't actually block off a little area here so that the piglins can't come and get us and then take him out with our bow. Because that might be the best route at this point. The piglins are going to want to attack us as soon as we do that. Okay, we have some people aggroing on us up there. Not too big of a deal. Let's put a little roof over top of our heads. They do take a lot of damage to kill, though. Okay, let's hop down and see. Okay, well, this is kind of a problem. We're getting kind of overwhelmed here. If we can't place enough, we might have to run. Perfect. Okay, we got out of there. Whew, that kind of got my heart pumping. So there's a lot of magma cubes down there, and they are really trying to get their hands on us. Let's box herself up right here. Perfect. Let's heal up a little bit and then we can try again. We don't want to break the spawner immediately, because if we break the spawner we won't be able to use it again. And I think it would be kind of neat to have a magma cube spawner at our disposal. It would be what we need to do is to get down there and then block ourselves in so that the magma cubes can't find us, and then it doesn't matter how many spawn. But let's see what we can do. Alrighty, let's try this again. I can't seem to reach. Here's, I finally can reach some blocks. Here, now we can maybe get some blocks around us like that. Try and get as many blocks as I can surrounding this structure here. Perfect. Get some more blocks down there. Okay, I think we're pretty much there with blocking ourselves off. Awesome! And now we should have access to all of this gold and loot without having to worry too much about we need some more blocks. Here we have some wood. Look at all this gold we're getting. Heaps and heaps of gold blocks. Okay, so we're getting kind of overwhelmed by all the magma cubes. That's alright. If we can open that up. Oh, look at that. We got some diamond boots. So that is one way to get some diamond armor from the nether. Got some quartz, gilded blackstone. Doesn't look like we got too much else though. There might be another chest, however, lurking around over on this other side. It doesn't look like it. Let's grab this gold block, run back in here. Yeah, it looks like that is pretty much it from this little Piglin Bastion. I don't see anything else, some other treasure. We can always go do a quick sweep around of some of the rest of the structure to see if we can't find anything. But I think that's probably it for our little nether escapade. I'm going to make my way back out of this structure, and we'll see if we can survive the the trip. Home sweet home, folks. We are back with all of our loot, and we got quite a bit of loot, as you can see. You get a lot of gold from these structures, and that's pretty exciting. Love that, and all the gold armor and the different types of blackstone and obsidian and chains. Lots of great loot. Our main prize, it seems, was a pair of diamond boots. Enchanted diamond boots. Pretty good, actually, if you ask me. Feather falling and projectile protection. There are other loot items from the bastions that are quite valuable. One of them in particular, I was hoping we could find it in this trip, but looks like we came up empty-handed, is a special music disc that they added to the game called Pig Step. I'm sure you've heard of it before. It's just kind of a fun treat to collect all of the different music discs that the game offers, but unfortunately we didn't find that. Another piece of loot that you can find from Piglin Bastions is called a lodestone. We will definitely look into what a lodestone entails in greater detail in a future episode, maybe when I get my hands on one. But they basically allow you to set it down and then attune a compass to it in the nether. If you don't know already, in the nether, compasses, regular compasses, don't work. They don't point back to your spawn. Because I guess the nether is underground or whatever. Just to add another piece of complexity to the game, the compass just kind of spins randomly. But if you attune a compass to a lodestone that is placed in the nether, you can have that always pointing towards that lodestone. So if you have a nether base, you can place a lodestone there and then always have a compass point back to your base in the nether. Super useful and really neat item. But it looks like we didn't end up finding any of that. But I hope you guys found this look into how to raid a Piglin Bastion useful. I sure had a great time, and I hope you guys did. But thank you again so much for everything you guys have done, for all the support that you guys give on the channel. It really does mean a lot to me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this look for this episode of the Minecraft Thrive Guide. That's all from me. My name has been ClickFlow, and I will see you guys next time. Bye for now.